our Alumni Association, Sri Joji Sebastian, Vice President Sri Dario Ebi, Secretary Sri Balu Krishna, our esteemed executive and governing body members, our dedicated faculty, our enthusiastic students, and our ever encouraging alumni community. Your encouragement has been the strength and inspiration behind every initiative of the Career and Professional Development Wing, and we are deeply grateful for your presence today. It's my privilege to present before you our esteemed speaker, Mrs. Archana Viji Thomson, a leader, mentor, and change maker who has consistently inspired young professionals. Archana is currently serving as lead analyst in the Cost and Margin Accounting Division at Lovis Services India Private Limited, Bangalore. A finance professional with nearly 15 years of rich experience, she combines expertise with an enduring passion for growth and learning. After completing her BCom in 2009 from Marian College, Kuttikanam, and a postgraduate diploma in business administration in 2020, she has continually sought to expand her horizons professionally and personally. Beyond her corporate achievements, she embodies the belief that success is not just about numbers, but about character, creativity, and community connection. Today, she stands before us as a mentor eager to share valuable lessons, helping the next generation transition with confidence from campus to career. Yes, my dear friend Archana is also the MacBook editor, and the Alumni Association is looking forward to witness her eminent leadership in this regard. We are privileged to listen and learn from her insights this evening. To begin our evening on a warm note, we have with us a proud alumna of Marian College, Mrs. Sharina Shams. It gives me immense joy to warmly welcome Mrs. Sharina Shams, a distinguished alumna of our college from the BCom batch of 1997-2000, who has always upheld the Marian spirit through her professional and social contributions. She is currently serving with dedication at the Varur Block Panchayat and also enriches our Marian family as the BCom coordinator of the Alumni Association. With her strong connect to her alma mater and her active role in fostering alumni bonds, we are truly honored to have her with us today. I now invite Mrs. Sharina Shams to deliver the welcome address. Over to you, Sharina, ma'am.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to be with you for the Alumni Association Career Wing webinar. The duly entrusted to me is to welcome our distinguished speaker and all our organizer, especially Career Wing and Alumni Executive Committee members. Welcome Archana Viji Thomson to our gathering today. She is our BCom alumni with over 15 years of experience in finance. Archana has established herself as a seasoned professional currently thriving as a lead analyst at Law Service India Private Limited. Her passion for learning, growth and connection is truly inspiring. As she continues to excel in her field, Archana also embodies spirit of curiosity and creativity, always seeking new challenges and opportunities. We are delighted to have Archana with us, and I am confident her insight and experience will enrich our discussion. Let us give Archana a warm welcome and look forward to engaging conversations. And I welcome each one of you for Career Wing program. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Sharina ma'am. And a gentle note to all the participants, we encourage every participant to make the most of today's session. Feel free to unmute yourself during the Q&A or you can share your thoughts and questions in the chat box at any time. So, also remember that e certificates will be issued to all of you who successfully complete the program. So, let's stay curious, engage wholeheartedly, and take away good lessons that can transform our career journeys. With that, I now invite my dear friend, Mrs. Archana Viji Thompson, to take over and guide us through this enlightening session. Over to you, Archana.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Steffi, and thank you, Sharina. That was a wonderful introduction. For a moment, I even thought, are they actually talking about me? Because that was brilliant. Thank you so much. Also, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be with you guys for next 1 hour, around 45 minutes. It's my pleasure. So thank you again, once again, to all of you. And good evening, students. Again, are you guys there? I can see some names, but honestly, I can't see you guys. I don't even know whether you guys are there. So I'm just okay. Good evening, guys. Can I at least get a hi from at least one person?
Hello.
Hey, hi. Who is that? Sorry, I'm not
I'm
able to
a,
see your name.
I'm having some net issues. My name is Safwan. I'm from BC department.
Hey, hi, Safan. Good to see you. So glad to, so glad to see that somebody is coming up and saying hi. That means a lot. Are you from Marian or are you from Stephes College?
I am from
Marian
Marian, ma'am.
H.
Okay, great, great.
Hi,
Good.
Archana. Good to see you here.
Hey, hi,
Have a
hi,
wonderful
Gurpata.
session.
Okay,
Hmm.
thank you. Um, so, guys, before I start, okay, are you guys able to see my presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
Archana, yes.
Okay, great, great, great. Okay. So my humble request to all of you would be, if possible, right, while we are talking, if possible, just unmute yourself and respond to me while, if at all I'm asking questions or if at all we have an activity. It would be really great so that we can make the session a more engaging one. That's my request. Um, if not, at least type on the chat box. Okay? Are we good? Deal? No deal? Yes? Maybe? No?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Good to know that. Okay, so now raise your hand if you are planning to directly get into a job, like immediately after your this course. Suppose you are doing your UG, PG, whatever course it is. You can just put in your chat box or raise your hand. Let me see how many are there. Only one person. Okay, I can see only one person. Do we have more people raising their hands? Guys, I hope I'm audible. So my
Yeah, it is
question was,
4 and 5. 5 is there.
was it? I'm sorry, maybe because since I'm presenting, I'm not able to see the screen properly. So maybe if somebody can,
Yeah,
yeah,
it could be.
voice out,
It is
that would
there.
be
It is
great.
the
Yeah.
number is increasing. Yeah.
Okay, good to know that. Okay, so let me tell you a story. Okay, in 2009, when I passed out um, BCom, so 2009 is when I passed out my BCom. So after completing my BCom, when I was walking through that main gate of our college, I was just thinking, what is my next step? Okay, I was totally clueless because I wanted to do MBA. MBA was like my passion. I really wanted to do MBA. But unfortunately, my parents couldn't support me because of the financial condition. My dad was a driver, he was a truck driver, and my mom was not even working. Okay, so getting into MBA in a prestigious college, you can imagine how much money I'll have to shell out. So my parents said, Ashana, why don't you just get into some PG course? I'm like, no, I was so adamant that I want to do MBA. That age, 20 is like, you don't listen to anybody. So So I was just thinking, what do I do now? I don't have enough money. I'm not able to take a loan. Um, so I was just wondering what to do. So I Googled and found out on the internet that we have this one college here in Bangalore, which is offering you the course plus the part-time option. So I thought, let me give it a try. So I came down to Bangalore. So I was staying with one of my family friends. So I was staying with her. We both went to the college to inquire about the college. After inquiring about the college, I understood it's not that great. The accreditation and all is not that great. So my friend, she told me, Archana, anyway, I don't think you're going to join in this college because that college is not that great. There is a mass recruitment drive, an interview going on in one of my offices in one of the tech parks. I'm going there to attend. Do you want to join? I was like, okay, why not? Let me give a try. Anyway, I don't have anything else to do here in Bangalore. So I went with her. I attended the interview, and guess what? I got the job. Yeah, so that was my first job, and the company was one of the biggest audit firms. It was with EY, Ernest and Young. That's how I got my first job. Okay, and from there I started my career actually. So why I'm telling you this is, you know, you don't necessarily need a PG to get into a job, or you don't need a very complicated certification to get into a job. Even with the basic degree, you can still have a job. That is absolutely fine. I'm not discouraging anybody from taking any courses. Please go ahead and learn. It is good too, but I'm just sharing my career start. So what I want to tell you is, guys, the biggest gap between the college and the career is not knowledge. Okay, it is the skills. In 20s, I thought marks were everything, but 15 years later, I've learned that it's not marks, it's the skill sets that actually matters, the career skills, the life skills, the mindset skills that actually build your future. So that's the reason I'm here with you today to share those kind of skill sets with you. Are you guys ready? Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's move on to the life skills that nobody talks about. Okay. Before that, I have a question for you guys. What are you guys planning to do with your first salary? Now, I know you guys are all working right now, but obviously you will get a job soon, right? So what are you planning to do with your first salary? I would really encourage if somebody can unmute and answer to me. I would be really grateful. But if not, also please use your chat box. But I'm finding it difficult to navigate through chat box, but please make use of it. What is it? Nobody wants a first salary. Nobody's interested about first salary. Really? Safan, I thought you are interested.
Ma'am, I was unmuting. Yeah. So I want to donate a part of my salary to the charity because I've seen my parents do that. Almost every part of their salary, they would donate it to either one of the orphanages or to charity. So that is one thing I would really like to do once I receive my first salary.
That is absolutely great, Safan. That is like the noblest thing that anybody can do, and definitely that is, that's a great start. It is like contributing to the society. That is absolutely great. I can see somebody else typing. So, Georgie chat, if possible, can you read out the chat box for me because I'm not able to see it. Can you see anything in the chat box? Okay. It looks like we don't have anything in the chat box. That's okay. So what I was trying to say about one of the skills is money management. So at your age itself, start managing money because, Um, it is very easy to spend money, but it's very difficult to start saving. Even if it's from your pocket money, right? Start budgeting a small portion of your pocket money from your stipend, from your salary. When you get your first salary, I'm not saying that don't utilize it, but also start a habit of saving a little portion of it. The golden rule says that save at least 20 percentage of your income before start spending it. But I will not say any number. Save at least one certain small percentage of your salary. Maybe move it into a different account or start an SIP, like an investment plan. Do something with your salary so that one day it'll be useful. I'll tell you why it is required. Because see, when we grow in life, right, life becomes so unpredictable. See, we will have credit card, we will have EMI loan, and etc. Be very, very cognizant about the EMIs and credit cards because we tend to spend a lot. And this is like a never ending cycle, especially credit card and EMIs. It's like a never ending cycle. If you don't have a control on it, that's like you cannot imagine how it's going to take your life to a different turn altogether. So, I'll tell you what happened. I can very proudly say that with my savings, whatever savings I had, I did or I took care of all my expenses of my wedding. Okay, from gold jewels to my clothes, my reception, photography, food, everything, every single thing about my wedding, I took care. I did not even take one single penny from my father for my wedding. Okay, so why I'm telling you this, because I really wish if all our Indian women could do that rather than burdening their parents. The savings at the very early age is very important, and that habit will take you to a better position in life. Okay, moving on to time management. Time management is also very essential. You know why? Because we have so many things to do, but we have only very limited time. So learn to prioritize things. See, when I say prioritize, you need to understand the priority of your task or activity that you want to do. So you need to categorize what is important, what is urgent. So try to do that is important and urgent first, and then according to the priority level. Because if you try to do everything at once, what happens is you will mess up. Okay, so learn small habits of writing to-do list or block your calendar for certain specific activities. So say maybe a morning I'm going to do say any subject, and then during that break I might go for my karate class, and evening I might go for my football, and then night maybe I'm going to spend time with my friends. So just manage your time well. Again, why it is important? Because when you come into corporate, right, or corporate or any office, anywhere you work, everything will run on a deadline. You will have deadline for each and every work that has been allocated to you. Okay. And if you're not able to practice time management from this early age, what happens is you will find it very difficult to manage your work. You will be messing up with everything. You will get pressurized, and that will lead to many kind of escalations. That is why time management is really important. In my 20s, right, I used to spend a lot of time watching movies, series, and my hobby was like sleeping. Sleeping was like one of my the best hobbies ever. So what I want you guys to do is, this is mini task that I'm going to give you. If possible, if suppose you want to unmute and answer, you can unmute and answer as well, or you can type in the chat box. Okay, this is a mini activity that I want everybody to take part. Okay, so just identify one time waster that you have. Time waster in the sense, something that you constantly waste your time on, like maybe social media, Instagram, or Netflix, or whatever it is. And also identify one thing that you really wish to do. Okay, so you need to identify two things. One, your time waster. Where are you putting your most of your time? Another one, something that you really want to learn or you really want to do, but you're not able to find time. Can you type that in the chat box? Yeah, Instagram. Yes, definitely Instagram is a time waster. Yes. Who else is okay? So it looks like everybody are perfectly managing the time. Like nobody has got any FP. Okay, FP is also time waster at times. Okay, now type something that you really like you really wish to do, but you're not able to find time. Okay, guys, what is this? You guys have to respond. How am I going to make the session if you guys are not responding? Right? Okay, I want to learn something in psychology, which is really good. Yeah, that's something out of your career, which will definitely help you grow. Yes. So, Safan, what we can always do is maybe you know where your time is going, right? So most of your time is going on Instagram browsing, and maybe you can cut down that time and utilize that time for learning psychology, right? Okay, I think either people are so busy, so engrossed in the presentation, or the people are so lazy to chat. Okay, I think I will move forward because I'm not getting much answers. George, I hope I'm audible, right?
Yes, yes, perfectly. Yes, perfect.
Okay, fine, fine. Okay, so guys, are you considering this session also as a time waster? Are you doing that? See, whatever you're doing, please do it with wholeheartedly, okay? Okay, moving on. Resilience. The meaning of resilience is, the capacity to withstand or recover quickly from any kind of difficulties. Okay. So life, it does not always go as we planned. We can have a lot of ups and downs in our life. Um, into 2020, right, when we had that COVID. So 2020 is when I got into this company, my Lowe's. My current company is called Lowe's. I'm working here in finance. So that's in 2020, March is what I got into this company. And I worked in office only for 1 week. After that, it was lockdown. So, and I'm staying here in Bangalore. I'm staying alone. I'm staying alone in a room, and nobody's here. I've locked up in a room. I'm working from room. I can't even come back to Kerala because, um, lockdown is happening, and it's like practically all alone, locked up in a room and working, and nothing else. I can't even meet people. I can't go out. This is happening. It's a very scary situation is happening, and as soon as this happened, I also had a heartbreak. So you mean breakup, and I was going through that pain. While I was going through this pain, and I'm sitting on my sofa. I still remember this. I sitting on my sofa working. One night, I am getting a call from my home saying that I lost my mom. Okay, and imagine I couldn't even be with her. She was in Kerala. I was here. That was like a very pathetic situation. And within immediately after that, like 20 days of demise of my mom, we had been hit with COVID. When I say we, my dad, my sister, and I, we were all hit with COVID. And that was the second phase of COVID, and it was very serious, like a very critical situation. And my sister had some serious complications, and she had to be taken to the medical college hospital, Kotte. And nobody was there, like nobody was there to come with us or go with us because we were all having COVID. And I still remember this. My sister is lying down in the ambulance. I'm sitting next to her in the ambulance on the way to on the way to the medical college hospital. All I could see was my world was collapsing because a lot of shit happening in my life one by one, and I didn't know what to do. Okay, but I I want I stepped up. I stepped up for her, for my family, for myself. Because if I didn't do that, I will lose my life, my everything. So sometimes it is not easy. Life is not that easy. Have you guys watched this movie called Susu Sudivatmikam, where Jayasuriya is the hero? That movie. Okay, I remember this one scene in that movie. Okay, so this particular scene, this guy, the hero, he had a heartbreak, and he's sitting and crying, and his father is coming up to him and saying, son, are you not going to office, or are you not going for work? Then he's like, no, I'm not able to, I cannot. And he's sitting and crying. So father said, son, look, I want to tell you something. You do not have the liberty to sit and cry throughout the whole day. Okay, if you don't get up and go to work, nobody is going to support you. You don't have anybody to support you or make your life moving. That hit me. That hit me to the core. That is exactly we all need. We cannot just sit and cry throughout the days or weeks and months. Shit happens in life, but we have to move on. Okay, you might fail for an exam, you might fail for an interview, you might had a breakup, you might lose somebody close to you, but we have to keep the momentum going. It's not about never falling, it's about getting up faster. That is about resilience. Okay, now moving on to career skills that you don't learn in books. Okay, let's go. Networking is one of the underrated skills that nobody teach you. Networking is basically, the key of networking is communication. Okay, so there are different types and styles of communication that you need to deal with. Like when you deal with different people, different styles of communication, different approaches of communication. But that maybe we can look at a later stage if time permits. So right now, what I'm trying to say is that the importance of staying connected with your batchmates, your professors, your classmates, your colleagues, it is so important. Why? Because only through connections you can get opportunities. See, I told you that I got my first job like after coming to Bangalore, right? So I got to know about the interview only because I had a friend, and my friend was going for the interview. That's how I tagged along with her. So that's why it is very important to have a connection with the people around. That social connection that will give you an opportunity to your interviews or your leads or whatever it is. And if you know, now most of the hiring, especially in corporates and I think any office, happening through employer referral. So rather than just going and updating your CV in portal, it is very easy if you have a connection. When I say connection, it's something called employer referral. I can refer you in my company, and then maybe you might get an invitation, interview call, and that's how you come for the interview and things like that. So that's the reason why networking is important. Next one, adapting to change. Okay, adapting to change is the need of the hour. Have you heard about survival of the fittest? Only the fit ones will survive. Because with all this changing technology, industry, or AI, automation, and everything, flexibility is a new superpower. If you're not flexible enough to adapt to these kind of new changing situations, you'll be thrown out of the industry. No doubt about it. See, there are right now you can see that there are a lot of AI tools available. So these are the tools that make your life more easier. I would say start using all these kind of tools, that AI tools that will make your life easier, and make sure that you're aware of that advancement and tools that's happening around and adapt to it. Or if you still stick on to the conventional way of doing things, I will say step up and learn, try to navigate these kind of tools to make your life easier. I'm sure ChatGPT everybody would be using. We have chatbots like ChatGPT, Claude. We have content creator tool like Jasper. For spreadsheets, we can use Numerous. And for slides and presentations, we can use Gamma, Canva, similarly. So everything is available out there. Only thing is you just need to start adapting to the changes. Okay. So if you remember, in 2020, COVID happened, right? So that time we were asked to work from home. Initially, it was very difficult, but then we got used to it. And then work from home has become like our comfort zone. And now when we are working from home, now office started, or the leader started calling people back to office. Now it's difficult for us to come out of a comfort zone and go to office. Now, if you're not flexible enough to go to office, you will be asked to leave, right? So what we need to do is we need to cater to the economical, technological, environmental, and social changes that's happening around. We need to adapt to that. Okay. Next one is continuous learning. See, learning is a never ending process. Okay. You need to stay updated always, not just about, whatever you're studying, not just about your topic, but about what's happening around in the society, what's happening in the world, what's happening in your process. A new process is coming, a new company, or your company is getting collaborated or amalgamated with another company, or a new course is coming all together. You need to know what's happening in the world, because if you don't upskill yourself, somebody else will somebody else will replace you. Only if you upskill, you become relevant in the industry. Otherwise you will become irrelevant, you will be removed out, wiped out. So I would say, read whenever you get time, take courses, listen to the podcast, make sure that you are staying ahead. That is very important. And nowadays, there are a lot of learning portals available on the website. There are free portals available. You can take any courses that you want, like online courses, which is you can take at your convenience, your time. Okay. So I told you, right, I did my BCom and then I immediately got into work. And I always wanted to do my MBA. So I did my PGDM in 2019 in Christy Jayanti College here in Bangalore. So when I was studying, my classmates were like, 10 years younger to me. But it was fun. It was really fun to be with them. It was a great learning. So it's like collaboration of different generation altogether, but that's how learning is all about. So you should understand there's no age for learning, okay? At any age, you can learn. Currently, I'm working in finance field, okay, and I'm trying to upskill. I'm trying to see if I can upskill myself with some kind of technical courses, because right now with all the AI evolving AI and all the automations and technological advancement coming up, I understood that it is a requirement of the art to upskill ourselves. Remember that your degree is just your starting line, not your finish line. Okay, guys, here I have a small challenge. I want you to do is pick up one thing that you want to learn. Okay, pick up something from online, nothing related to curriculum, just out of your syllabus. Pick something that you really are interested in learning, and search on it Google or ChatGPT or wherever. Find a learning portal that you can learn it and start doing it. I know Safan was telling he wanted to learn psychology, right? Try learning that. There are a lot of portals available. Even if you guys are not going to chat down here, please take a paper and piece of paper and write down, or put in your phone. Keep a note. Can you do that for me, please? Yes, no. Can you please respond? Oh, this guy is so sweet. He's the only one who is responding to me. Thank you, Safan. Okay, so moving on. Mindset skills. Okay. So, mindset skills, the first one I would say is confidence. Confidence is the companion of success. You cannot succeed without confidence. Okay. So, I told you, right, when in 2009, after my BCom, when I took that bus from Kanjapalli to Bangalore, and came down to Bangalore. And when I landed my first job, all I have in my hand was confidence, nothing else. Trust me, guys, nothing else. I didn't have anything else in my hand. But of course, yeah, God's grace is definitely there. But it's just the confidence. So, what I'm trying to say is that self confidence is something that you can build gradually. Wherever you go, suppose you're going for a meeting, you're going for an interview, or you're going to office, always speak up with confidence. Okay, when you speak up with confidence, you will be noticed. Wherever you go, in your office or in your department, or you're having a fest going on, or there's a meeting. See, look at this particular session. Okay, you try to make up, mark your presence there. If you're marking your presence, everybody will notice you and nobody will forget you. That is an advantage for you. In corporate, right, in office that we have, there's something called visibility. So visibility is like, it's like you marking your presence in your team, in your department, in your office. So that if I say mention your name, they'll be like, oh, okay, Archana, we know her. Yeah, she was there for that meeting. She was here. She was coming for that particular program. Yeah, she was asking this question. So by giving my name, maybe people might recognize. That's called visibility. So in corporate, how we have rating systems, right? Based on your performance, you've been rated. So even if you are completing your work on time, even if you have done a lot of projects, even if you have met all the targets and deadlines, if still your visibility is low, your manager is going to just give you average. They are not going to rate you more than that. That is why visibility is very important. That is the reason why you need to be confident. You need to speak up in meetings. You need to share your ideas. If you have some questions, clarify it, ask it. That's how you show up your presence. Okay. Confidence grows with practice and not waiting for the perfect moment. I am reiterating that confidence grows with practice, not waiting for the perfect moment. Okay. Now, since I mentioned this, our small activity. This is my request, guys. We are talking about confidence, one of the mindset skills. Kindly, if possible, at least two people, unmute yourself and give a self introduction. Self introduction, not necessarily a lengthy one. You can just give like two sentences and just say, my name is so and so, I'm from so and so. See, we are speaking about confidence. Can at least one or two people do that? This is how you're marking your presence. Guys, please. I thought I'm giving session to the college students. What is happening? I have heard a lot about you that you guys are so talented, so smart. You can't even unmute and just give a self introduction. Come on, guys, please.
Hello.
Hey, hi.
My name is Nizit Raju and I'm coming from Kozhikode. So I'm a
Hi.
first year BB.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought I would speak up.
Yes, yes, please, please.
That's all. That's all.
Tell me from which department are you from? Which college are you from?
I'm from Marian College, Kuttikanam.
Okay.
First year BBS student.
Okay, great, great. Very look at Nathan. Kudos to him. See,
It's me.
after all these many people, we have around 38 people. Only one person who came up and talked. And these are the kind of people who are gonna get noticed when you go work with a team or work with a department or anywhere you go. You try to create that difference. Thank you, Nitin. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, now where are we at? Okay. We are at curiosity. Okay. Ah, curiosity is the urge to learn things, to know things. Okay. So, one of the challenges that I see when the freshers, like fresh out of college, come to the career, come to office or come to corporate, what one small thing that I see, they are all fine, okay, very talented, very smart students. They come to office. If when I give training to them, they are very fast in learning. They understand everything. They pick up things in like a week time. And if I ask them, what are you doing or how are you doing it, they will give you the steps. They will say, okay, step one, step two, step three. This is what I'm doing. Now, if I ask them, why are you doing this? They won't be able to answer this. This is one of the challenge that I see in freshers coming to office. Okay, so it's very essential to know why you're doing it, how you're doing it. Is there any other alternative way of doing it? It is really important. So start asking questions. If you don't understand, ask. If you are not sure about it, ask. Ask why, when, how are we doing it? Is there any other alternatives to do it? So because when you do all this, that will definitely make you stand out. Okay. And I would suggest you be that person who genuinely wants to learn, to understand more, rather than just finish the task. Okay? Okay, moving on. Not fearing mistake. See, we all make mistakes, okay, and it is okay to make mistake. It's absolutely okay to make mistake. See, I asked at least one or two people to come up and speak. Nitin did it. He might be initially inhibited or scared that I might make mistake, but he still did it. See, that's what I'm saying. You need to try. You might fail, you might succeed, but you have to try it. Without trying, you cannot say, right, whether you're going to succeed or you're going to fail it. See, sometimes in offices what happens is, suppose I was maybe we have a macro to run a calculation, okay, suppose the macro is not working or my calculation is not working. I need to do some trial and error method to resolve that particular issue. So these kind of things can encounter in office or wherever you work with different tools or different scenarios. So we need to be ready to try and then make error. I'm saying don't like knowingly don't make error, but we can make error and learn from it. See, it's okay to try and fail rather than never try. It is okay. So that's why if you might have heard Nelson Mandela have said, I never lose. I either win or learn. So every mistake is a learning opportunity. You will learn something out of your mistake so that next time you don't make that you don't make that mistake. Rather, it's learning, and from that learning, you are learning more. You are moving to success. Okay. Okay, I think we are almost reaching towards the end of the session. So before I wind up, I really want to tell you guys one thing, okay? That is, your degree is your ticket to step into the world. But the real journey is built by the skills you practice, the resilience you show, and the courage to keep learning. The future doesn't just happen to you. You have to create it, one choice at a time. Peter Trucker is one of the management consultant. I'm sure you guys are from BBA, BCom, and different streams. You might have learned about management, business studies, and all that, right? So he said, the best way to predict your future is to create it. So go ahead, guys. You have to create your future. You have to shape your future. So before I wind up, I have one last challenge for you guys, okay? I know people are all tired. I'm not asking anybody to unmute. I'm not asking people to chat anything. But this is a challenge I'm giving to you personally. Take it personally. Just take a piece of paper and write down one skill that you want to develop. Maybe it can be anything, any small. Keep it personal. You don't have to share with anybody. But I want all of you to do that. Please, guys. See, I've been talking from last almost 35 minutes. So at least pay respect to me, I would say. So take a piece of paper and write down and keep it with you. And that skill, starting this week, please start working on it. Focus on it one by one step, one baby step at a time, and you can do it. You will definitely see the difference. Can you do that for me, at least, please? Yes, no. Okay, I can see a lot of thumbs up. Okay, good. Where are the students? Are you guys there? Okay. Okay. Okay, great. So before I wind up, I just want to say that don't just go through life, okay? Grow through life, guys. And I wish you all the best to all of you guys. And thank you so much. And if at all you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Don't make me feel bad. Don't make me feel like, I'm such an idiot talking over and over, like I'm talking to the computer and nobody is responding. I seriously feel like, yeah.
Presentation of Idal, you can see the reactions. There are a lot of students reacting, but I think you're not able to see it.
I can see the reaction, but nobody is opening up.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe if
Am
we
I
can have
audible?
a.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes,
sir,
yes, yes.
Oh, okay, fine, fine. Yes, yeah, now the platform is open for the audience, in fact. Definitely, I'm sure that you have some questions to raise to have a discussion with Archana. So please make a good use of the time. Come up with good questions. You can either unmute your microphone or you can post the questions in the chat box.
Yeah, anything is fine. Oh my God, I
Other
was
than the
talking.
alumni,
Yeah.
other than the alumni, നമുക്ക് എത്ര സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് എത്ര പേരുണ്ടായിരുന്നു? സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് എല്ലാവരും ഒരു ചാറ്റ് ബോക്സിൽ ഹായ് ഇടാം. I can see a lot of fellow alumni.
Okay, I can see.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Okay. Okay, so you can actually type. Okay, nice. Nice to know that. But how come you guys are not responding?
Just
See, what if
looks like she has a question.
Okay, yeah, please.
അബദ്ധം പറ്റിയതായിരിക്കും.
Okay. Okay, nobody have any questions.
I mean, you.
Okay,
So this is me, Meryl here. We met before.
Yes, hi, Meryl.
ചേച്ചി നെറ്റ്വർക്കിങ്ങിനെ പറ്റി പറഞ്ഞായിരുന്നു. സോ നമ്മുടെ അസോസിയേഷൻ ആക്ച്വലി ഒരു നെറ്റ്വർക്കിംഗ് പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോം തന്നെയാണ്.
Correct.
ലൈക്ക് ഒരു നെറ്റ്വർക്കിംഗ് ഇതുപോലെ ആർക്കെങ്കിലും പറയാൻ പറ്റുമായിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ ലൈക്ക് ഹൗ ഡിഡ് നെറ്റ്വർക്കിംഗ് ചേഞ്ച് ദെയർ ലൈഫ് ഓർ കോൺഫിഡൻസ്, ആർക്കെങ്കിലും അങ്ങനെ എന്തെങ്കിലും പറയാനുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ലൈക്ക് ഒരു വിറ്റ്നസ് പോലെ അത് നല്ലൊരു ഇതായിരിക്കും. ഇഫ് സംബഡി ക്യാൻ കം അപ്പ് ആൻഡ് ടോക്ക് അബൌട്ട് നെറ്റ്വർക്കിംഗ് മോർ.
Yeah.
കാരണം ഇതും
Are you
നെറ്റ്വർക്കിംഗും
asking me or
കോൺഫിഡൻസും
asking students?
I'm asking students. Yeah, I'm asking students if somebody have experienced networking or they made use of networking and which led to a boost in confidence. If somebody had an experience.
Okay, so I've experienced this one thing. So I was basically an introvert before I came to college, but so ever since I came here, there were like around like 30, 40 clubs in Marine College, and um, like first year വന്നപ്പോ അവര് they asked me to join something. So okay, I went for entrepreneurship club, and again, as an introvert, it was really awkward for me to um hear out and like be active in a meeting. That was one thing I found really difficult. Then throughout the faculty, the faculty had asked me to host some programs and stuff. So through that, I was able to communicate with a lot of people. I went to different departments, and like I don't know, the introvert in me kind of just vanished at some point. So that was one thing I felt because I was able to mingle with a lot of people, and I found that really helpful in my personal growth because I believe I can talk more confidently uh, to a group of people. That is one thing that I've personally felt through networking. If we can communicate with a good load of people, and then we can. It's more like a brainstorming type of a thing for me. So it was really helpful for me.
Wonderful, wonderful, Sapna. That was, that's really wonderful. And you mentioned that you were an introvert. See, there's nothing wrong about being introvert or extrovert. Okay, so networking, being introvert doesn't stop you from networking, because networking is more like you're creating that connection so that see, I'm talking about genuine networking. Okay, I'm not talking about those people who just for the sake of networking or just for the sake of a job, I go talk to this person. Okay, let me talk to that person because I want something out of that person. No, I'm talking about that kind of networking that will help you success both ways. Okay, it's going to be an opportunity for you as well, maybe for the other person as well. And when you grow up in the ladder, so suppose if I know somebody, a director from another company, if I want to switch my job from this company to that company, if I know a director and he can always give me a reference. He can say that he can vouch for me. Hey, I know Archana. She was working with me in so and so team, and she's good. And that way, you can always grow up in your career in any phase of your life, in any walks of your life. Networking is really important. Not just, I'm not talking about this professionals, anybody, why don't you just, when you go out of your office or when you go out of your college, why don't you say hi to your security? Suppose, I'm just giving in a very light note, suppose if you want to bunk college, okay, and the gate is closed, you are not able to do it, but if you know the security, maybe, who knows, uh, and a very light note, don't take it seriously. And similarly, maybe if you have some connection with the chai wala there in the Kutikanam Junction, okay, നമ്മുടെ Xavier's choice ഒക്കെ ഇപ്പോൾ ഉണ്ടോ എനിക്കറിയത്തില്ല. So if you have a connection with them and you don't have money in your pocket and you want to have a coffee or maybe a bread omelette, you can say, Cheta Nath, that I'm please. See, that's a kind of connection network that you genuinely make with people that will definitely help you grow in different ways. And thank you so much, Safan, for that.
Welcome, ma'am.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, if you don't have any other questions, yeah.
Anyone, any more questions? I think, Archana, in fact, you really enlightened the student community today. So again, you have asked them to write down any one skill which they would like to develop this week ahead. So someone else who is willing up to talk about the same, if there is anybody, the platform is open. One last question.
Guys, please don't make me feel bad, okay? I feel like, okay, I was talking so much and or okay, maybe this is how it works, right? Okay.
No way, Archana, because you have truly enlightened them, in fact. So I think now it's a time to come to an end.
Okay.
Okay, if there are no more questions,
Let me ask you one question. Hi, Archana,
okay, yes.
here.
Hey, hi, Dario. Hi.
So first of all, I want to appreciate your openness because telling our own vulnerability or weak points in a public forum, it's a sheer boldness, I can tell you. So you said that, okay, when you came to Bangalore, lot of issue happened with your life. So how will you connect that? Because if I am a person, I will not share my weak points. But in this public forum, you shared that. So is it good for connectivity, networking? Because if I am in a public forum, if I am saying that I have this weak point, will that affect me? Or
good question.
I will hush up my weak points and I will share, okay, I am this guy. And I will share only the positive side. Will that affect the trust, the connectivity, or networking, the genuineness?
Good question. So here, I was not trying to share anything. It's not about weak points about, okay? It's about what you have learned out of it. So maybe I was going through a bad phase, but what have you learned out of it? Have you learned something out of it? Then well and good. That's a conviction. You're living your life. You're showing your life as an example for the other person. The other person can maybe resonate it, understand it, and learn from it. So see, I might have gone through a bad phase in my life or like a heartbreak or something. Okay. So I don't want other person to experience that, but rather I can tell them or I can share my experience and what I've learned out of my experience. From that experience itself, other person can learn from it so that the other person don't have to go through that same experience. So that's how we are trying to look at it. And we are not trying to share names, or we are not giving any personal details, but we are trying to connect to that person by sharing our again, not weak point sharing our learnings. It's more of learnings and what I've learned out of it. So I think it's okay because after all, we are all human beings.
എനിക്ക് അതിനകത്തൊരു 2 പോയിന്റ് ആഡ് ചെയ്യാനുണ്ട്. നമ്മള് മനുഷ്യരാണല്ലോ. എനിക്കറിയില്ല ഇനി എഐക്ക് അതിന്റെ സ്കില്ലും ആ ഒരു സ്കില്ലും ഇതുവരെ ആയിട്ടുണ്ടോ എന്ന് എനിക്കറിയില്ല. ലൈക്ക് നമുക്കൊരാളെ കാണുമ്പം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ അവരോട് ആദ്യം സംസാരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു 30 അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 30 seconds to 1 minute നമുക്ക് ആളെ മനസ്സിലാവും വെദർ ഹീസ് എ ജെനുവിൻ പേഴ്സൺ ഓർ നോട്ട്. അവൻ വെറുതെ ഫേക്ക് ആയിട്ടുള്ളൊരു നെറ്റ്വർക്കിംഗ് ആണോ ചെയ്യുന്നത്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കണക്ട് ഉണ്ടാക്കുവാണോ ഇല്ലേ, നമുക്ക് ആദ്യത്തെ ഒരു 30 seconds നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവും. അപ്പം ആ ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ് നിൽക്കുന്ന ആൾക്ക് നമ്മളൊരു ജെനുവിൻ പേഴ്സൺ ആണെന്ന് മനസ്സിലായാൽ ദാറ്റ് ബിൽഡ്സ് എ കണക്ഷൻ. അപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ ഇച്ചിരി ഒന്ന് ഓപ്പൺ ആയിട്ട് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു ഫ്രാങ്ക് ആയിട്ട് സംസാരിച്ചാൽ മറ്റേ ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ് അടുത്ത് നിൽക്കുന്ന ആൾക്ക് അത് കണക്ട് ആവുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ഇറ്റ് ഹെൽപ്സ്. ചേച്ചി പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ പേഴ്സണൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സ്പെസിഫിക്സ് ഒന്നും ഷെയർ ചെയ്യണമെന്നില്ലായിരിക്കും, പക്ഷെ ബി ഫ്രാങ്ക്, ബി ഓപ്പൺ. എനിക്കൊരു കുറവുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അത് ഞാൻ ഓപ്പൺ ആയിട്ട് സംസാരിക്കുക. ഐ ഡോണ്ട് വോണ്ട് ടു കമ്പയർ മൈസെൽഫ് വിത്ത് അതേഴ്സ്. എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ ഒരു പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ഒരു കുഴപ്പം, നമ്മൾ സോഷ്യൽ ലൈഫും സ്റ്റേറ്റസും ഒക്കെ മറ്റു ആൾക്കാരുമായിട്ട് കമ്പയർ ചെയ്തിട്ട് നമ്മൾ അത്ര ആയിട്ടില്ല എന്നോർത്താണ് നമ്മൾ ഇപ്പോഴും കോൺഫിഡന്റ് അല്ലാതെ നിൽക്കുന്നത്. കോൺഫിഡൻസിന്റെ ഒരു സീക്രട്ട് ബേസിക്കലി ഞാനാണ്, എനിക്ക് വേറെ ആരെ ആവേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല എന്ന് ഇരിക്കുമ്പോഴായിരിക്കും കോൺഫിഡൻസ് ആദ്യമായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് അതിന്റെ ഒരു ചുവട് വെക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നു. സോ
Yeah, that is true.
be genuine.
Be genuine and believe in yourself. Whatever you're doing, as long as you're not harming people, as long as you're not doing any bad to others, just believe in yourself that you can do it. And then, yeah. Thank you, Meryl, for that.
നമുക്ക് എല്ലാവരും ക്യാമറ ഓൺ ആക്കിയിട്ട് ഒരു ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഫോട്ടോ എടുക്കുന്നതിനെ പറ്റി എന്ത് പറയുന്നു സ്റ്റെഫ് ചേച്ചി?
നല്ല ഐഡിയ.
മെറിൽ തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും. Yeah, we can do that definitely.
ഓക്കെ, ക്യാമറ ഓണായി വരുന്നുണ്ട് കേട്ടോ. ഫ്യൂച്ചർ അലുമിനൈ ഓഫ് മരിയൻ, നിങ്ങളുടെയും കൂടെ ക്യാമറ ഓൺ ആക്കണം.
Actually, my daughter was also attending this program. They want to. ഫോട്ടോ എടുത്തോ?
അൺഎക്സ്പെക്ടഡ് മൂവ് ആയിരുന്നു, പിള്ളേര് പ്രതീക്ഷിച്ചില്ല എന്ന് തോന്നേ. Should we wait?
Guys, if possible,
We have
if you
Subhash
can come
here.
out, if possible, please try and come in.
Nijit Raju is there.
Nitin, you want to come on camera? Sorry, Nijit. Okay, Nijit.
നമ്മുടെ എല്ലാം മരിയൻ സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് തന്നെ ഉള്ളോ അതോ പുറത്തുനിന്നുണ്ടോ?
കുറച്ച് സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് പുറത്തുനിന്നുണ്ട് മെറിലെ.
ഉണ്ടല്ലേ?
ഉണ്ട്. യെസ്.
Hi, Nijit. I'm so happy I could at least see one face. So thank you so much.
Safwan is there.
I think, can we come to the end note?
Yes,
please.
yeah.
Definitely, and I would like to make note of a very specific point. The question raised by Darius, certainly, in fact, that was the highlight of the day, I guess, because definitely, because the question was also so enlightening, and the reply given by Archana was also so amazing. Because these days, learning about oneself or making evaluations about ourselves is absolutely important, and very specifically, that makes up a good leader, in fact. So when we learn about our good qualities and again about our negative side as well, and definitely these are all learned through our experiences. And the best part of it was that Archana was not really like sticking on to her own development, like learning from negative experiences. and making sure that she's not going through these kinds of things in the next phase of life. But she also wanted the next generation of professionals to not to get engaged into such kind of negative experiences, or such kinds of, they should not get trapped into these kinds of qualities. I really do think that that is highly appreciating. Thank you so much, Archana, and definitely you have made the day. So, on behalf of the Career and Professional Development Wing of Marian Alumni Association Kutikanam, we extend a heartfelt gratitude for your marvelous session. Truly, your insight, the clarity, and engaging delivery has truly inspired and enlightened everyone present here, all students and all our alumni members. So, the way you connected your professional journey with practical guidance made the session both thought provoking and deeply motivating. So, we are immensely grateful for your valuable time and your sincere effort, which you have invested in sharing your experiences. And we are confident that the takeaways will definitely guide our young generation in shaping their future path. Thank you so much, Archana. And again, for the formal vote of thanks, we have with us today one of our prominent alumni again, and it is Dr. Minu Mary Joseph. She is currently working as assistant professor at St. Teresa's College, Ernakulam. She is an accomplished academician with over a decade of teaching and leadership experience. She holds an MBA, MCOM, diploma in psychological counseling, and a PhD in marketing. She had served in reputed institutions, including our alma mater, Marian College, and St. Joseph College, Pilatara. And she's also a SEBI certified financial education resource person and also a certified IELTS trainer. So, with immense pleasure, let me invite Dr. Minu Mary Joseph for the formal vote of thanks. Over to you, Minu ma'am.
Thank you,
Minu ma'am?
Dr. I hope I
Okay.
am audible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, yes. You're audible.
Okay. A warm good evening to one and all. This session on insights on successful transition from campus to career was a marvelous session for the students who aspire to create a successful pathway in their career. On behalf of Career and Professional Development Wing and MAC, Ms. Archana Viji Thomson, Lead Analyst, Lowe's Services India Private Limited, uh, did a wonderful, she spent wonderful time providing us this interactive and enriching session. Ma'am, your experiences about marking your presence and need for networking are truly enlightening and inspiring. I also take this opportunity to thank Ms. Sharina Shams and Dr. Stefike Jose, the Director of Career and Professional Development Wing, as well as all beloved students and alumni for your time and interaction. I do think the students need some time to think it over what the wonderful words and your experiences. I think they need some time to think it over and reflect on it so that they can. It's actually a skill which they gradually need to develop. So, thank you for providing such an enlightening session. I am sure the students imagine being, as you said, more skill oriented, working on their skills, gradually coming out to be successful as you, ma'am, Archana ma'am. I wholeheartedly thank Archana ma'am as well as the coordinators and participants for your time and contributions. Have a great evening, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Meena. Thank you. So kind words of
Thank you
you.
so much, Minu ma'am. And yeah, so definitely, once again, a heartfelt gratitude to the resource person of the day, Archana Vijay Thompson, for spending your valuable time and your for giving us so much of insight. And before we close, we also announce our next program, which is coming under the banner of Career and Professional Development Wing of MAC. It is on Saturday, 13th September, and again at the same time. So we look forward to your enthusiastic participation and continued engagement. So, wishing you all a peaceful evening, a joyful weekend, and a restful night. Thank you all. Good night.
Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. All the best with all the future endeavors. Thank you.